What causes depression and suicide? Of course, not all depression lead to suicide. But what causes this? What makes people make this option? And science, psychology, psychiatry has made so many inroads about this. I would like to share what I believe in on a different aspect of it. One time I visited one of our schools and I went to the canteen and I saw there a young man. He was wiping tables and I told him, "What are you doing here? You should be in school." And he told me, "Father, my parents cannot afford my education anymore. I took up 1 year of nursing and I cannot continue anymore because of financial reasons." He seemed to be okay, so we talked about other things and I left it at that. After a few months, almost a year, I went back to that school again and immediately the teachers there told him, "Father," maybe remembering I had a conversation with this young man, they told me, "Father, you have to talk to this man, to this boy." When I went to the canteen, the people at the canteen approached me and said, "Father, talk to him. He looks so down." And sure enough, he was really a picture of somebody who was so devastated. I did not interview him anymore. I didn't talk to him anymore. I just immediately told him, "Next semester, you're going back to school. Prepare your documents, prepare your papers. I assure you, you will be going back to school. Gagawa tayo ng paraan." And he said, "Yes, Father. Thank you, Father." That was October. I can still remember it very well. Because by December 16, just when I was about to begin the Simbang Gabi Mass, the mother called me, the mother of this boy. And her opening statement was, "Father, bakit hindi siya nakapaghintay? This boy strangled himself with a wire." He could not find meaning in what he was going through. The pain of seeing his dream gone, that impression, could not find meaning. You see, many times we think life is about the pursuit of happiness. Kung saan ako masaya. That is such a wasteful way of thinking. No? Di na ako masaya sa sapatos na to, I throw it away. Di na ako masaya sa damit na to, may nagsabi sa akin, I look fat in that dress, I get rid of it. Di na ako masaya sa mga taong ito, I don't go with them anymore, I quit the job. Hindi na ako masaya dito sa nangyayari dito, I want to have anything to do with it. I just, because it's about the pursuit of happiness. Oh, what a waste, to say the least. What so many opportunities lost because we cannot pursue happiness. Happiness cannot be contrived. Ang saya-saya natin sa Boracay, balik tayo doon. And you notice, ang sarap-sarap natin doon, nandun tayo sa restaurant na yun, parang let's go back there again. And, no. Because happiness is a consequence. Resulta, bunga. Life is about the pursuit of meaning. And when we find the meaning, happiness becomes the result. Kabuluhan. Kabuluhan. Pag nakita natin ang kabuluhan ng isang bagay, what is unbearable becomes bearable. What is impossible becomes doable because it is meaningful.
I did not know that my friendship with this person would involve a very unforgettable night. It was when I had to intervene with his suicide. Another friend and I fortunately had the opportunity to be in his apartment just as he was supposed to give up. His issues were a combination of family, finance, and personal struggles with identity. A little too late in his marriage, there were already kids, he realized his preference was different and there were things coming up from inside of him. So, wow, talagang for the experts, and only, looking back now, stuff only doctors and experts can address. But I think as a friend who was there, I was able to be instrumental in him being up and well today. Today he still struggles, one day at a time. Family is still there intact. They're all facing it together. They are committed to staying truthful to their truths, to their hearts. They intend to face this with truth and a commitment to truth. And fortunately, a doctor friend, well, my doctor also, my doctor for a couple of decades in my own soul work, has become his therapist. He is on the road, and wow, hindi man ako expert, hindi man ako doktor, because there are other people doing that now for him. I think what I was a loving friend. And I realized sometimes all you need is love. And love is all you need. And being there, giving him that act of love is one of the things that is keeping him alive today. And I feel like this gathering tonight of all of you watching this stream to your homes and onto your hearts, know that it is your love that will keep more of our kababayans who are in that junction, who are in that struggle, optimistic that there is a chance that they will be heard, that there are people who love them. Ano po ba? All you need is love. Love is all you need. Love is thicker than water. Meron man love is thicker than water? If at first you don't succeed, love and love again. It's better to love than to receive. No. I think the Beatles still said it best. All you need is love. And we hope you can continue to show your love by, number one, supporting this channel, the NGF Mind Strong channel, because here you can be updated as to how you can help and how far your help is going. And speaking of help that is going very far, you are among corporations, individuals, fellow Filipinos, non-Filipinos, Filipinos who are not your fellows, and fellows who are not Filipinos, who have stepped in to show their big, big hearts in making sure the world is a little less hopeless. And I'm so honored that in this particular project of this foundation that's been around for years, naku, ba't ngayon lang ako na-involved? Well, I got involved at a time when they did pursue an avenue I'm a little familiar with, which is song, music, art, because it really can change hearts, and it really has so much power. Thank you.
The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. It always leads me here, leads me to your door. The wide and windy night that the rain washed away has left a pool of tears drying for the day. Why leave me waiting here let me know the way. Many times I've been alone, many times I've cried. Anyway, you never know the many ways I've tried, but still they lead me back to the long winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't leave me waiting here. Lead me to your door. But still they lead me back to the long winding road. You left me standing here a long, long time ago. Don't keep me waiting here. Lead me to your door. If there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I've got everything that you want, like a heart that's so, so true. Just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I've got arms that long to hold you and keep you by my side. I got lips that long to kiss you and keep you satisfied. Ooh, if there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. Call me to you. Just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you. I got arms that long to hold you and keep you by my side. I got lips that long to kiss you and keep you satisfied. Ooh, if there's anything that you want, if there's anything I can do, just call on me and I'll send it along with love from me to you, to you, to you. Da 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 dum dum da.
Hi, I'm Abigail Mesa and I'm the founder of Rescue Kabataan Philippines. Let me share to you how God changed my story. So I'm a daughter of both missionary pastors. I grew up in a poor family, so I never knew Cinderella until first year college. I never knew Barbie doll until second year college. And everything changed when my father died when I was 12. He died inside a church gathering, so he preached, he prayed, he did not open his eyes anymore. The cause of his death was aneurysm. Tatlong ugat niya sa utak ang pumutok, pero ang cause ng kanyang aneurysm was overfatigue. Nung nalaman ko na ang cause ng kanyang pagkamatay was over-fatigue, I started to have this rage. Galit na galit ako sa lahat ng born-again Christians. Galit na galit ako sa lahat ng simbahan. At higit sa lahat, galit na galit ako kay Lord. Kasi para sa akin, pinatay nila ang papa ko. So at the age of 12, I intentionally rebel. So I was so addicted with pornography from 12 to 23. But it doesn't end there. At the age of 16, I started to smoke and to drink. At the age of 16 also, I started to have sexual relationships with men and women. Akala ko kasi kapag nakipagrelasyon ako, sila ang pwedeng humugot mula sa pinagdadaanan ko. But I was wrong. At the age of 16, I became a mistress. I was a mistress from 16 to 23. Then, at the age of 17, I started to take illegal substances. I started mula sa pinaka-chipipay hanggang sa pinakamamahaling klase ng illegal substances. Then I thought I was coming back to the Lord when I became a victim of gang rape when I was 19. This moment of my life really hit me so hard in a very, very negative way. At dahil ako ay ma-pride, mayabang, walang gustong sabihan, walang gustong lapitan, so I decided na tumira sa lansangan. Dumating ako sa point na nangangalkal ako ng pagkain sa basurahan ng Jollibee just for me to cope. Hanggang sa napag-isipan ko na, ano yun, mamamatay na lang ba ako ng ganito? Ayoko mamatay na gantong kalagayan ko, gantong itsura ko. So until the end, ang iniisip ko pa rin ay image, sarili ko at ang pride ko. And that's the reason why I entered escort service, for me to cope with my financial needs. So I was a prostitute from 19 to 23. But believe it or not, nakagraduate pa rin ako ng college. At dahil nakagraduate ako ng college at nakapagtrabaho agad, pero hindi ko tinitigil lahat ng maling ginagawa ko. So at the age of 21, I had 7 criminal cases. And that's the reason why at the age of 21, I committed suicide for 3 times. And every time I want to kill myself, my daddy God would always come to my rescue. That's the reason kung bakit nandito ako ngayon sa harapan ninyo. But my biggest turning point happened when I was 23. During this time, my mom went back to Thailand for a mission. At hindi na niya talaga alam ang gagawin niya sa akin. So one night, my mom prayed. And her prayer was, Lord, kung hindi mo napapakinabangan at ng bansang Pilipinas si Abigail, kunin mo na siya. I think walang nanay na gustong manalangin ng ganun, but that was a desperate moment for my mom. And believe it or not, the Lord answered her prayer. Exactly that night, I was found inside my apartment in Ermita, kulay talong, overdosed. And that moment changed my life until now. I thought when I die, I would go to heaven for 2 main reasons. Because number 1, I'm a daughter of a pastor. And number 2, believe it or not, habang ginagawa ko lahat ng kalokohan na yon, I still go to church. I was so active, leading young people. I do this and that. But I always tell this. It's not because you are inside the church, you have the heart of God. And remember, it's very much easy to fake that outside you're okay, but deep inside you're not. It's very much easy to fake that outside you're smiling, but deep inside you're dying. And in my case, I've faked it for 11 solid years. And that moment changed my life. When the Lord allowed to see a vision of myself, not in heaven, but in hell, that moment I was shouting out loud to the Lord and I said, Lord, one last chance, one last chance. Ibalik mo lang ang buhay ko. Promise ko sa'yo, pagsasawaan mo to hanggang pagtanda ko. And believe it or not, the Lord rescued me and brought back my life. I hope na-encourage kayo. I'm your Ate Abigail, and thank you so much. God bless us all.
My 4 issues are self-rejection and rejection. I was born with cleft lip and palate. I got depressed. The bullying started in grade school. There were also problems at home. I had no proper outlet, nobody I felt I could trust. Acting out became my thing all throughout my life. Around college, I mentally checked out. I gave up on myself and on life. My feelings, basically, swung between sad and mad. Some people are comfortable enough to discuss details of their suicide attempts. Most are not, including myself. It's very triggering. When I do share such things, it is under the explicit approval of my psychiatrist and in the presence of professionals. I will say, however, that I have a history of self-harm. The first time I called Hopeline, I was honestly at my wit's end. I felt like exploding. There was nobody to talk to. I was a minor and I knew even close family or friends would tell my parents. At the time, I wasn't diagnosed with any mental illness yet. That person, wherever they are now, helped a sobbing, confused mess put down the pills, calm down, and try another day. Today, I'm much better. In 2017, I graduated from the Self-Enhancement for Life Foundation rehab program in Batangas, where I was properly diagnosed with general clinical anxiety and bipolar disorder by my wonderful psychiatrist, Dr. Arlene Briones. I am currently on prescribed medication. I engage in creative outlets. In fact, I am currently a contributor to the Philippine Daily Inquirer and a spoken word artist, among other things. And I meditate. I make time for myself. I turned 31 this year and finally moved into my own apartment. Personal space is so important. Knowing your real feelings is so important. My coping skills largely came from rehab, but in the end, it is up to me to really apply myself and stay on top.
It's really hard for me to talk about this because it's something personally. I never really wanted to talk about it because I'm comfortable to talk about it until this day. I am, especially with the crowd. Yeah. I remember what I was going through that time. It wasn't really something that you know is happening to you. You just feel it. At that time, you're denying everything that's triggering it. Of course, now I know it's triggering it to this day. But I do know. And at that time, I was just really lucky. I had two friends. Sorry, I'm an actor. Okay. But I had two friends who were beside me when it happened, beside me at the hospital when I got discharged. And they were actually the reason why I'm actually still alive today. So a year ago, one of my friends who's there, his name's Stevie, by the way. He hanged himself. kneeling down right away. So I wanted it. And the night before, he messaged our group chat actually. And he said, parang hindi ko na yata kaya. I was at work then, and we work for 8 hours, we finish early in the morning. So I said, I brushed it off. I said, bike mo na lang yan. I rented my bike so I could bike around. So bike mo na lang yan. The next day he died. And just something I can't. It's just so hard because when I needed someone, the click of a finger, they're there. They're either to make me happy, to drink with me, to help me find something to do. But that one message at one time, when my friend needed me the most, I wasn't able to do anything. And that feeling still haunts me, lingers around me. Maybe that's also the reason why I'm here in front of everyone now. I'm really uncomfortable talking about this kind of stuff, especially with a big crowd. But I think it's about time that I voice everything out. Because I know a lot of people are going through this. I get a lot of private messages on social media asking for, crying out for help, and I don't even know how to help them. I don't know how to comfort them, I don't know how to help them. I'm not in a position, actually, because I really don't know how. So it's also a blessing that Hopelight's here. I could just maybe try to find a way to make them call the hotline. And I hope I can actually make a change or help inspire people or help people or make them know that there are people willing to help them and get over what they're feeling or what they're going through.
Hi, my name is Bo Sanchez. A few years ago, my mom passed away, and we were very, very close. But when she passed away, I thought to myself, I can handle this, because a few years before that, my father passed away, and I was able to handle it. But you see, this was what happened. After what I thought was, a difficult time in my life and mom passing away, I was able to carry on. A few months after that, I had huge problems at work. And there were a lot of conflicts, and I was in charge. I was the one responsible. I was trying to see how I could, meet these two conflicting factions, be able to reconcile. It was such an emotional burden. One morning I woke up, and I knew there was something different. There was extreme sadness. And when I woke up that day, there was this dark cloud hovering upon me. And I didn't want to stand up. I just wanted to hide beneath my blanket, and I wanted to say, no more, I'm not going to stand up again. The next morning, it was the same thing. The next morning, it was the same thing. And I knew there was something wrong as the days progressed. I knew it was depression. And the crazy thing about it is I did not want to accept it, because I am a missionary. I am a preacher. I am a spiritual author. And I'm someone who, for decades, has been able to help people, tell them to pray, tell them to go to God, tell them to read the Bible, tell them to, and that was me. I was Mr. Positive. I was somebody, focus on the good stuff and focus on the blessings and so on. But there I was. I was in the middle of something that I could not control. I was experiencing depression. And what I did, and this is what I want to share with you, to be able to accept that there was something happening to me, I think that was the first step, to actually acknowledge there is something happening here. And, I'm not in control. Second thing was to be able to tell people. And I think that was a really pivotal step. To be able to tell my wife, to be able to tell my dear friends, there's something happening with me. I wake up in the morning feeling sad already. And I don't want to stand up from bed, And it was amazing. My friends just listened. And then some of them would visit the house and some of them would call me up. How are you? And so for about 4 months, I went through that season of darkness. And then little by little, I would wake up one morning and I would feel much better. The next day I would feel bad again, And then 1 week later I'd feel good. And then after that, but slowly and surely, I was just getting better and better and better. And it was because of those two things. Number one, I acknowledged it. There was something that's happening. I have no control whatsoever. But number two, I told my friends. And number three, this is what I want to share with you. I went to God. And I asked God, Lord, just be with me during this time. I know you are here. I read through the book of Psalms. And one of the things I found out was how beautiful that God allowed the Psalms, 70% of them, to be filled with, sadness and wailing and crying. And there was a lot of angst. And they're there in the Bible. And God allowed them to be there to tell us, it's okay not to be okay. And let us be patient with ourselves as we journey through those valleys, during those difficult times, to hold on to God. Here I am, successful preacher, successful guy, author, best-selling author, and all of that stuff, going through this. But I want to thank God I can share it to you, to tell you, if you are going through what I went through, it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to be human. And you will be able to go through this. I'm praying for you that one day you'll be able to overcome. And then you'll be able to heal other people with the same healing that you have received from God. God bless you.
Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just need someone to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. Gonna try with little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with little help from my friends. With little help from my friends.
Yes, thank you. And we know that you agree that we really can get by with a little help. So let's give help. We can give help without that one vital ingredient. And kasi without that, we are just merely clanging gongs. We are nothing and we gain nothing. We need to give love, and not just on Christmas. Love one another, help others to rise to the higher levels simply by pouring out love.
Sai Baba, all you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need.
That's all.
All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Everybody. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. 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 Love is all you need.
Thank you
Wishing
very
you
much.
love. Love is all you need. Love is all.
Thank you for watching. Be with us. Be our partner. I need you, and the Philippines needs you. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon for more updates. We like your comments and share with us your concerns. We are here to answer your questions. See you next time. Thank you.